Join us on a whirlwind adventure to the Cairns and Port Douglas region as we uncover the essential experiences this area has to offer. Whether you're in search of a tropical escape or a simple dose of winter sunshine, the Cairns and Port Douglas area is the taste of Queensland paradise you've been looking for. So sit back as we walk you through some of the area's standout attractions. Our journey begins with a flight into Cairns Airport, a destination adored by backpackers, international travellers and Aussies alike. First up, we're taking a trike tour. We've arranged for a trike tour to pick us up directly from the Cairns Airport, whisking us away to Port Douglas, a mere 40 minutes journey. The trike tour promises an exhilarating start to our vacation, complete with a luggage trailer, ensuring our freedom to fully enjoy the ride. After a quick lap of the Cairns foreshore, we head down the highway for a stretch, then make a leisurely entrance into Palm Cove for a brief stop. The trike definitely turns some heads. The Cairns to Port Douglas route takes us along picturesque Great Barrier Reef Drive, a road that hugs the coastline, giving breathtaking views of aqua blue water and white sand beaches along the way. The tour isn't rushed, and there's time to stop and take pictures, check out the beaches and admire panoramic views from lookouts. The real benefit of the trike experience is the opportunity to feel the wind in your hair and smell the sweet scent of sugarcane as you travel through the fields. Before too long we arrive at the village of Port Douglas. I say village as the population is only around 4,000. After a loop around Port Douglas in the trike, we are very ceremoniously delivered to our accommodation. Brett and I had reservations at the Sheraton Mirage for the first 3 days of our stay. The resort is just stunning.
Wow, this is beautiful. We are at the Sheraton Grand Mirage at Port Douglas, and just let us settle in for a second and we will show you around the suite.
Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. So just take a look out here at what I'm seeing. So we have like 147 hectares of tropical gardens and 2 hectares of lagoons to swim in. We have our nice little sitting area, marble, French tub, double, queen, king, I don't know, nice big bed. Oh, testing the bed. Well, it's definitely nice. Everything's nice after a long flight and getting up early in the morning here. It is nice. Bureau, big TV. Oh my god, my best friend. Coffee and pods, awesome. Let's take a look. This is where I've stored my bag. Fine, perfect. And then there's a nice little surprise in the bathroom. Just take a look with me. A spa. So we might have to make use of that one night, I think. Brett was taken by the breezy open spaces and artwork in the common areas. It was the tropical gardens and 2 hectares of saltwater lagoon pools that wooed me. The resort also has an 18-hole golf course, but it was the tropical feel of pools meandering through the grounds that immediately had me in holiday mode. Number 2, 4 Mile Beach. Behind the resort is another iconic must-visit spot. This beach is on most people's lists. Aptly named, the beach stretches vast distances in both directions. It's super popular amongst locals as a walking beach. In summer, it is a patrolled swimming beach and features crystal clear waters. While we were there, the water wasn't clear and there wasn't anyone swimming, maybe due to those pesky crocodiles. Although I have to say, the crocs and the wind didn't stop Brett from taking a quick dip in the water. Number 3, Scenic helicopter flight. What better way to get your bearings than a helicopter flight over 2 World Heritage listed sites, the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree rainforest. This will be my first time in a helicopter, so so I'm a little nervous but super excited. I'm not going to let a little thing like nerves get in my way. I managed to nab the front seat so I could get the very best views. Conveniently, we depart from the helipad at the Sheraton Mirage Resort, and soon we are soaring over the magnificently landscaped grounds, taking in the view of the resort, the golf course, and then 4 Mile Beach from the air. While the weather wasn't exactly playing nice on the day, it was still such an amazing experience. In a blink, we fly over the village of Port Douglas. We trace a waterway to the edge of the Daintree rainforest. Mossman Gorge loomed in the distance, and we managed to glimpse a huge waterfall before we were forced by the weather to turn back and continue the flight over the reef. The flight over the reef was glorious, even on such an overcast day. The water was varying shades of aqua in colour. On the flight, we spotted manta rays and sharks swimming in the shallow waters. On the return trip, we saw pods of playful dolphins that seemed to be showing off for us. While I was soaring like a bird, Brett had 2 feet firmly planted on the ground and was enjoying a round of golf. Number 4, have a hit of golf. Take the opportunity to have a relaxing round of golf on one of the area's premier golf courses. Choose one of 3 courses in and around Port Douglas, including the top-rated course at Palmer Sea Reef. Port Douglas is known for its beauty, and the design of the courses complement the backdrop of white sand beaches and the view of the Coral Sea. Naturally, Cairns also boasts its own premier golf courses for the avid golfer.
Don't want to do a bad shot.
Number 5, Hemingway's Brewery. Hemingway's Brewery is a local Queensland brewery that makes a range of beers on site and provides tasting paddles. This is a must for beer lovers. It's also a great place to grab a meal and chill for the afternoon. You can find Hemingway's in both Cairns and Port Douglas, but if you're in Cairns, why not also try Coral Sea Brewing Company? Number 6, Mossman Gorge Cultural Centre and Tours. Mossman Gorge is the gateway to Daintree National Park. Once at the entrance, the walking trails begin. Choose an easy 5-minute trail or hike for 45 minutes. Mossman Gorge is cooler than local coastal towns, and the ambient temperature is a welcome reprieve from heat and humidity.
Alright, this is on the suspension bridge at Mossman Gorge, and it's nice and bouncy.
We wandered around in the shade of the ancient canopy. Each time we have visited Mossman Gorge, we have found the suspension bridge hiking trail and crossed its wobbly boards. If you work up a sweat, you can always cool off in the water below. The water is cold. It flows from the mountains and has a definite chill, much more refreshing than the beaches, and no crocodiles.
Nice and cool.
Number 7,
Yeah, you're on it.
Mossman River Snorkel Drift Experience.
So yeah, the neurotoxin inside this. So
Higher up the Mossman River is the opportunity to spend 2 hours snorkeling and drifting through the gorge. Participants take a short walk through the rainforest before donning wetsuits and jumping on their river sleds. Each guest has a face mark and snorkel, allowing them to view the aquatic scene below. Drift along with the flow of the water, negotiate boulders and rapids when the water levels are low. Number 8, Daintree National Park Tour or Self-Drive. While you're up north, take the opportunity to continue an hour further onto the Daintree Discovery Centre. You can take a tour or self-drive, but you will need to get a ferry over the Daintree River. Once at the centre, take the aerial walkway, rainforest boardwalks, or rise to the canopy tower. You will experience all levels of this heritage protected rainforest. Number 9. Hartley Crocodile Adventures. The Daintree River runs alongside the town of Daintree and is home to a large population of saltwater crocodiles. Whilst this might put a dampener on swimming and fishing, it is the perfect place to take a crocodile tour. Number 10. Skyrail Rainforest Cableway. Skyrail is a gondola cable system set high above the rainforest just 15 minutes north of Cairns. Bookings are essential and you can choose to go one way or purchase a return ticket. We have always chosen the one-way option and returned via Kuranda Scenic Railway. The views over the rainforest are amazing and perhaps more than a little scary for those with height issues. We chose to upgrade our gondola to the Diamond View option. Diamond Views feature a glass floor gondola, ensuring you miss nothing and feel safe absolutely nowhere. The journey takes 90 minutes and includes 2 stops along the way. The first is at Red Peak, where you can take a tour with the Skyrail Ranger and learn more about the rainforest flora and fauna. The second stop is at the ever-changing Barron Falls. Take a short stroll along the boardwalk to the lookout and capture a photo of this commanding waterfall for the album. We loved reading about the history of the cable car and the gorge.
So this is just crazy. Originally it was just a platform and it was used as a flying fox across Barron Falls. Eventually they decided that to take passengers they might put a side or 2 on it, and then when the ladies were using it they did put the roof and the sides. But as you can see in the pictures, mostly it was just an open cage that was used to go through the gorge and up to Kuranda.
Make your way back to Skyrail to complete the trip to Kuranda.
Skyrail, it was pretty awesome.
Diamond View.
Yeah, Diamond View. As we said before, it is really good. Now we're just on the way up to Kuranda.
Kuranda, the village.
Number 11. Kuranda Markets and Attractions. Kuranda is a quaint little village nestled amongst the rainforest on the Atherton Tablelands. It's perched on top of a mountain, so the average temperature is a little cooler than the coastal towns of Cairns and Port Douglas. Kuranda has maintained its historic charm whilst adding a hippie, quirky vibe. It's famous for its markets, stalls and shops. You can also visit art galleries, have close-up encounters with koalas, visit Bird World or the Butterfly Sanctuary. Kuranda is a full day's excursion, or 2 days if you want to add a river cruise or do some hiking on rainforest trails.
So we're down near the train station at Kuranda, and I just wanted to point out this. So we've got the wildlife attraction, so you can go and pet koalas and see all sorts of different things there. Kuranda Village, where all the markets are. There's also riverside cruises, which go down on the river there. Skyrail comes in over there, and the bus, if you get a bus tour here, then it's just there. So now we move over and take a look at the Kuranda railway station sign, because that is where we are off to now.
12. Kuranda Scenic Railway. What goes up must come down. And for our return journey, we've selected the iconic Kuranda Scenic Railway. These historic carriages, which are over 100 years old, have been lovingly restored to their former glory. You can choose between the heritage class, where you'll find yourself on bench seats, or opt for gold class, boasting plush decor and complimentary refreshments. The refreshments include local beer, sparkling wine and delectable local foods to keep you satisfied during the scenic 2-hour ride to Cairns. This picturesque railway winds through 15 tunnels and traverses over 37 bridges, offering breathtaking views along the way. As it approaches Barron Falls Lookout, you'll have the chance to disembark and capture some stunning photographs. The journey also takes you remarkably close to precarious escarpment edges. Even today, 127 years after its inception, the railway remains a testament to the engineering marvel and human tenacity, making it a true wonder. 13. Rusty's Market, Cairns. Rusty's Market stands as an iconic Cairns destination, with a history dating back to its establishment in 1975. Operating from Thursday through Sunday, this vibrant market offers diverse produce that rivals any found in Asia. As you meander through the stores, explore the bountiful array of fruits and vegetables, and be sure to seek out something new and unfamiliar to tantalise your taste buds. Rusty's boasts an impressive lineup of over 180 stalls, extending beyond exotic fruits and vegetables. Here you can awaken your senses with the aroma of fresh flowers, choose delectable delicatessen items to pair with fresh bread, local dairy and seafood. Additionally, an array of international foods and beverage stores wait for your picnic basket. Beyond the culinary offerings, you'll discover a treasure trove of bric-a-brac, fashionable clothing and specialty products including jewellery. Take time to pause for a cup of coffee, and while you're there, be sure not to miss the chance to savour some delectable chocolates. 14. Cairns Esplanade Picnic and Barbecue Area. It's easy to spend a day just lazing on the grassy foreshores and taking the occasional dip in the saltwater lagoon. Take advantage of the showers, barbecues and Muddy's Kids Playground. The facilities stretch 2.5 kilometres along the foreshore and also feature walking paths, cafes and takeaways.
Okay, well we're here at the Esplanade. There is a lagoon here, all different depths for all different age kids, lifeguards over there. So the fabulous thing about this is that it brings back so many memories for me of the two little kids swimming. Honestly, they both pretty much learned to swim and snorkel while we stayed here. We stayed here for a week at one stage and then I think a week on the way back maybe.
All up about 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
And probably, 2 here, probably 2 Townsville.
Yep. And yeah, so Lockie was only about 4 and he had a snorkel kit. Once he learnt how to snorkel, basically all we ever saw was his backside up in the air. He was just under and he was just a little water baby from there. And then we took them out on the reef. You can't really see, but over there is the marina where you do your reef tours. So we took them out on the reef to do a reef tour. And we'll pop in some footage of that too, because that was just fabulous. The gropers, the big groper that would come up at feeding time, and they just had an absolute ball. But yeah, absolutely have to do this if you've got little kids. Well, you just have to do it. It's just so relaxed and like, yeah, it's beautiful.
Bring a book down.
Bring a book and chill.
Or a tree.
Yeah.
15. Great Barrier Reef. Cairns is the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. No holiday to the area would be complete without a snorkelling trip to the outer reef. We chose a full day catered tour with Reef Magic. The vessel departed from the Cairns Fleet Terminal at 9 a.m. for the 90-minute cruise to their newly built pontoon on the outer reef. Once we arrived, it was time to get into our complimentary wetsuit, flippers, face mask and snorkel. We were travelling with fearless children aged 2, 4, 12 and 14 at the time, who were in the water before I had a chance to say, "What about sharks?" Yes, I am nervous in the water, but I had no choice but to jump in. I imagined I would be jumping onto the back of a tiger shark, but as luck would have it, there was only hundreds of beautiful multicoloured fish that scrambled to swim out of my way. Another great thing to do in the Cairns Port Douglas region is to hire a motorhome. This allows you to get out into other areas that would otherwise be missed. Okay, so here we are inside our motorhome. we've got the 6th berth, and this one, it's only Brett and I here, but with the 6th berth, we've got enough room. Hello, honey.
Hello.
We've got enough room for my husband, who is 6'6". 16, Milla Falls. At just 1 hour 40 minutes outside Cairns, Milla Falls is an easy day trip. Located on the Atherton Tablelands, it is one of what is known as the waterfall circuit. 17, Innot Hot Springs. Okay, so we've just stopped at Innot Hot Springs, and this is somewhere we've taken the kids before as well, and I absolutely loved it last time. I'm going to take you down there right now. You can't put your foot in, can you? That is so hot.
It's a bit hot. Every now and then you just get burnt.
Okay, so we're literally in Innot Springs, and I've made myself a pillow with my thong and with rocks, and it is so freaking hot and so unbelievable. And there's Brett. Look. And wow, a little bit too hot at times, but I'm here. And now I've got the thong in my way. It's just the tops of my shoulders. I might blister shortly. I hope this information helps you in planning your Cairns and Port Douglas getaway. There are so many wonderful attractions and activities in this tropical paradise, so be sure to allocate enough time to experience all your favourites. Don't forget, hit the like button on this video. Bye for now.